That's what I always tell, and that's what I was telling you and telling everybody who comes in here. What I look forward to is I look forward to maybe kids coming in here and they don't want to do this and they hate math. And really, they probably do hate math because maybe it makes them feel a little inferior. Maybe it makes them feel stupid. Maybe their head's down a little bit. And what I look forward to is that when they start coming in here and they start having fun and they start mastering this subject, I look forward to them, seeing them come in with their shoulders down, maybe, and their chin down, to walking out of that door with their chest, with their shoulders back and their chest high and their chin up, and they look out at that world and they say, I can do math. I must be smart. And I look forward to hearing when they go into their math class and they're not afraid of anything that the teacher has to whip out, and maybe they're even ahead, and when they watch the teacher do some kind of subject, maybe like long division or linear algebra or quadratic algebra, they'll just look at that and say, oh, that's just linear algebra. That's just y equals mx plus b. You shift it around anyway, I got it. And they just and whip it out. That's what I look forward to seeing. Passion for math came from, or like I said, I went to community college when I was 31. And I couldn't add fractions, so I had to take prep math. And I just had to work hundreds of problems to get it down. And as that started coming through, where really my passion came from, and this is what I kind of wish Mathnasium we went into science too, and maybe someday we will. Really what happened is that I took a chemistry class, and when I would take this chemistry class, and at the time I was working on the back end, on the engines on the back end of the space shuttle. And after I started taking the chemistry class, which uses some basic math in it, I'd start coming to work and I would relate, some of the things that I was learning in chemistry to the rocket engines, the space shuttle rocket engines, to the types of metals that they use and the gases that we used to pressurize systems and the propellants. And then all of a sudden something went off inside me, and my craving to keep learning science just went to the point where I ended up quitting that job, taking a voluntary layoff from Rockwell International, after 17 years, taking my 2 kids with me. At that time they were junior high, and I had custody of them since they were in diapers. And we went up to Gainesville, and I went up to mechanical engineering school. I rolled over my 401k, which I had $100,000 in there, and I lived off that for 3 years while taking care of my kids and going to school. And all because, and there was 2 things, all because I had this drive to learn science, and I had figured that in my mind I could think, well, you know what, I have all this experience working on rocket engines. If I go and find out how to design rocket engines and learn the engineering aspect of it, I got a feeling I could name my ticket on wherever I wanted to work. And that's exactly what happened. I have to tell everybody that, you know, I trusted God too, that He'd give me the desires of my heart if I trusted Him and moved forward. And that's my second part that I have to always give Him kudos on. But anyways, the science part is what got me. The math had to flow with it, because to get into the science you have to complete a high level of math up through calculus 3 and differential equations. And once you get to the university, the junior level, you gotta get into a little more higher advanced math. So the math flowed with it, and then I've tutored so much. So really, it's just a matter of I like math because I've done it so doggone much that I don't think it's that hard, and I want everybody else to understand it's not that hard.